Hi guys, I am Rosa and I'm here to help you prepare your documents before you go to Denmark. Are you ready to travel abroad? Say yes if you are ready. And before we leave, there are some important things we need to prepare. So stick around for this video and we'll break down all the essentials you need before flying out. Get ready for an unforgettable journey and let's go. Okay, the first step is to prepare a travel document. What do you need to prepare? So, at the first up, don't forget your passport. Make sure it's valid at least 6 months before going aboard. And for Indonesian citizen, you need a Schengen visa for short visit up to 90 days for tourism, business or family visit. Apply the visa well in advance of your travel dates. Okay, the second, and make sure you have a proof of your staying, like a hotel reservation on our invitation letter from a friend in Denmark. Okay, the third is advisable to have travel insurance that cover medical emergencies, trip cancellation, and other unforeseen events during your stay. And ensure the insurance meet the Schengen requirements, which typically require coverage of at least 13,000 euros. And last, don't forget to prove of financial means. You may need to show a proof of savings funds to cover your expenses while in Denmark, such as a bank statement or sponsorship letters. Okay, let's move to immigration regulation. So, in Denmark, immigration regulation based on the purpose of entry, such as work, study, or family reunification. Generally, non-EU or European Union citizens need a visa or residence permit, while EU citizens can enter without one. Residence permits are often temporary and can be extended. Language and civic tests are required for permanent residency, but if you are from EU, you don't need relatively easy. Okay, for non-EU folks, things get a bit thinker, like a work permit. If you want to work in Denmark, you usually need a work permit. There are different types depending on your job and qualification. The most common is the positive list, which include job in demand. If your job is on the list, you can apply for a works permit more easily. And about the family reunification, if you have a Danish partner or family member, you might be able to join them through family reunification. But there are rules like proving you can support yourself and that your relationship is legit. Okay, about the permanent residency, after living in Denmark for a while, usually around 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency. You'll need to show that you've been working, paying taxes, and following the rules. Okay, about the citizenship, if you want to become a Danish citizen, you'll need to meet certain criteria like having a clean criminal record and passing a citizenship that tests the Danish language and culture. Okay, about the recent change, the Danish government has been tightening immigration rules in the recent years, making it harder for some people to get residency or citizenship, especially if they have a criminal record. So, in a nutshell, if you're from the EU, you're good to go. But if not, be prepared to jump through some hoops, learn the language, and prove you can contribute to Danish society. Okay, let's talk about the custom. Okay, so when you're bringing stuff into Denmark, you gotta keep a few things in mind, like a duty-free allowances. You can bring in a certain amount of stuff without paying taxes. For example, you can bring in up to 200 cigarettes, 4 liters of spirit, and 1 liters of wine. Just make sure you're not overdoing it or you might get hit with some extra charge. Okay, but the prohibited items, there are some things you just bring into Denmark, like drunks, weapons, and certain types of food. So leave those at home if you don't want any trouble at custom. Okay, let's talk about a cabin or baggage. So if you use Garuda Indonesia for your trip, this is the regulation about the cabin or the baggage. So the maximum cabin baggage dimension for Garuda Indonesia are 56 cm in length, 36 cm in width, and 23 cm in depth. So additionally, the weight of the cabin baggage should not exceed 7 kilograms. And you are allowed to bring one piece of cabin baggage along with a small personal item, such as a handbag or laptop bag. On Garuda Indonesia, the following items are allowed and prohibited in luggage. For allowed item like e-cigarettes can be carried in your carry-on bag, and standard personal items such as clothing, toiletries, and electronic within weight and size limit. And then about the prohibited items, first, like L explosive, flammable materials, and any item that could pose a risk to safety. Okay, the second things are prohibited are sharp objects such as a knife, scissors, and other cutting tools. And then the third is a firearms and ammunition, unless specifically authorized. And the fourth is about the hazardous materials, including chemicals and toxic substances. And then any items that are illegal or are restricted by the law. Okay, but the special regulation, the fragile things, bulky, valuable, and diplomatic baggage might have specific regulation and should be declared at check-in center. And always check your any updates or change to baggage policy before the traveling. Okay, that's all information about the Denmark from me. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and share to your friends. Bye bye.